What's up? What's up, Mike? Morning. So we'll wait and see until my wife comes back, and we'll surprise her. She has no idea that I'm going to be doing a periscope while she's in Target. So I don't know if this is going to be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. She had to just run in and get a couple of things. That was it. So we'll see. Anyway, I did an episode yesterday with my business coach and good friend, Jamie Masters. And she really dropped some good knowledge bombs for us all. And a lot of it has to do with mindset and mind hacks and all that stuff. So what I want to know right now is, number one, did you listen to that episode? And say yes or no in the comments. You thought it was Friday for a second? Gotcha. No, it's Thursday. Let's see. Not yet. Yes, not yet. No. All right. This is the deal. Definitely listen to that episode. Because here's the thing. A lot of times you can get a business idea or something that you want to tackle, whether it's fitness, health, whatever it is, right? There's going to be things that you want to accomplish. And most of the time, if you're not successful, it's because of this, of the mindset. Now, she interviews millionaires. Her podcast is called Eventual Millionaire. And she interviews millionaires, some even billionaires. And it's cool because she just kind of goes and peeks into their mindset and sees what makes them successful compared to people that might be like you and I, that might not be at that level, but want to get to that level. But again, a lot of times, and it was funny because she said a lot of times those millionaires, they were a millionaire and then they lost it all and then they got it back. And they had struggles, but they always can get back to where they were because they're able to get through these blocks or these mental barriers. So my question to you is, real quick, while we're sitting here in the car, what is your sticking points? Like, what is it? Yeah, you got some more books to read. Yeah, she dropped some books. I dropped some books that we have read. What is something that's holding you back in your mind? Like, what do you struggle with on a daily basis? It's kind of bright out. I take my sunglasses off. I kind of feel like I'm being rude having my sunglasses on, but it's kind of bright. My eyes are always sensitive, and I honestly just had a headache about a half hour ago. I took some ibuprofen. Always have a chip on my shoulder. Always pushes me forward. People that surround me, that's Nick. People that surround you in a positive way or a negative way. Never ending refining of my listings. That could be a problem. You might want to chill on that for a little while and let the actual thing that you changed see if it makes a difference. Procrastinating, trying to do 2,700 things. Yes, I can relate to that. This episode that we just did also will help you with that. Let's see. Struggle with too much buying. Is starting too many things at once and not finishing them. That's a big problem, and I think we all run into that. Time management, yeah, that's another big one. I actually had a guy he asked me if he could interview me on not even about business, but how do I balance business and life and family and all of those things. And I'm going to do that. Actually, I think I'm going to actually even post it on mine because I think it's an interesting topic. And I'm not really sure. I haven't really thought hard about all the ins and outs. I've just kind of created the lifestyle that I wanted, and then I just went and created out how to make it happen. Getting started in the States from the UK. Looking forward to that. Okay, that. Yeah, so... you know, it's one of those things that you have to understand what your sticking points are before you can actually identify them, before you can fix them, right? I mean, it's just kind of, common sense, right? We have to understand what we're struggling with. So, there's all forms of, things that hold us back or things that hold us back. And that could be just getting in our own way. Like, why do I deserve to be successful? Like, that's what you might ask yourself. Struggling with health issues. Well, that also is a life thing, right? I mean, there's things. Dom Sugar's on. Struggling with 1,800 calories, LOL. Yeah, I get it, man. But it's for your best interest. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, my friend. Yeah, so there's a lot of things in our own mindset. And we get in ourselves in our own way. a lot of times. And, I'm guilty of this myself. It's like you start to overcomplicate things. You start to think that you have to do everything, or you start seeing other people do things. Information paralysis. Yeah, that's a big one. And being an introvert, I get that. I'm not an introvert, but if I was, I would still be able to, I think, just surround myself with those other people that want to be the other way, and then this way here, I could feed off of them. Struggle with our inconsistencies and failures. Do you think we are all on a plan? Yeah, that's funny. Do I think that like there's one thing that says, okay, Scott, your life is gonna go like this just because that's the way it was meant to be? Now, we can get into kind of like spiritual stuff and all that stuff. I'm not gonna go down that road, but I do think that things happen for a reason, not necessarily that they were pre-planned, but I think to allow us to grow. Like if there's something that you're struggling with, there's probably a good reason it's there. My wife always says that to me. She's like, you know what? You're talking about right now doing this one thing and you're nervous because, a guy once told us to take action. That's true. Actually, look what I got on too today. Look at that baby. Take action, everyone. Take action. So she's always told me, like, it's like, you know what? If it's feeling like you're nervous or you're not sure if it's going to work, so you're afraid, it's usually a sign to do it. I think the pain and anguish is a make struggle to strive towards success. That's true. The podcast is a good example. Chris Schaefer, what's up, Chris? The podcast is one thing that I never was going to start. I mean, if you guys didn't hear that story, I was telling my wife I was thinking about documenting just my journey and things that I've done and maybe interview some other people, but no one's going to really want to listen. And she was like, you have to do it. Like if it's calling you, you have to go do it and give it 20 episodes and see what happens. And here we are, 333 episodes in. Over two. I just said to my wife the other day, I go, you realize I've been doing that for like 2 years now, consistently, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Oh, awesome, Scott. Tomorrow's my last day at work. Then I'm going full time into Amazon. Let's hear it for. I didn't see your name, but let's hear it for you. Let's high five. Bang. People are probably like, what the hell is this guy doing in his car right now? I'm not driving, by the way. I'm waiting for my wife. She's in Target, and I'm waiting for her to come out because I'm going to surprise her. Paranoia, yeah. There's a lot of different things that we can have, even from just our childhood and the way we were brought up, to feel like we want to know everything is planned before we actually start. Here's another example. We did the 1K Fast Track. You guys may or may not have heard of that. It's a program that we started because it's a beta, and we wanted to get 50 people basically started because people were struggling. They were not thinking they could get started, didn't know what they could do to get through this. So we said, you know what, let's get them to earn their first $1, then their first $100, and then their first $1,000. And we called it the 1K Fast Track. Well, I was a little nervous. I'm like, I don't know, is anybody going to even care? They're going to want to sign up? Well, in like 6 minutes, we filled every single spot. And that has been just so rewarding because these people are now in the momentum. They have structure. They know that for 5 weeks, we're focusing on this one thing. Right? This one thing. So you want to be able to channel whatever you're focusing on, give it that time that it deserves versus going, oh wait, there's something over here. Oh wait, there's something over there. Like, that's happening, and I know it's happened to me, and I know it's probably happening to you. The best way is just commit to that one thing. Going back to fitness and health, right? I recently, it's been 70 plus days, I'm dialed in. I've got my iced tea unsweet iced tea that I just had. That's all I drink now, pretty much that and water, and a coffee every now and then. And I've been dialed in on my diet, and I've lost 20 pounds because of it. And now I'm starting to get, even more muscle on the body and all that stuff. I feel better. So all of those different things, but I committed to it, and I gave it that 60 days. Like, I'm going to give it 60 days and see what happens here and see how I manage this whole thing. And now I'm in the rhythm, I'm in the momentum and all of that stuff. So the same thing goes in business. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to have ups and downs through that. If you have ups and downs, that's normal. It's part of it. But just understand that those ups and downs are there to challenge you, and they're there to get you through those points. I can guarantee if you have some time under your belt or if you have some experience or some success, it's going to allow you to basically continue to do it, right? A perfect example, our 1K fast track. The course in the class was created for them to go literally in Target and go find product and list it. And that's what they did, right? So basically what they've done is now they've did that, they put a product up, within a week they can have a sale. Then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Target. I'm gonna go find more product. Boom. So now we continually get that thing in motion, and now we want to keep doing it, right? Because we got a little bit of a result. Same thing. Yeah, Napoleon Hill. It's a great book. But you got to understand that you have to get out there and get something started. You can't sit here and consume, whether it's my podcast or other podcasts or other information, books, any of that stuff. It's all great. I think that stuff's great. But you have to put it into action. As I always say, take action. Representing that today, by the way. There it is. So you basically just want to be able to put something in motion. Because if you don't, you'll never know. If I decided to not start the podcast, I wouldn't be here with you. I wouldn't have started the 1K fast track, which we just did, which those people now are in the momentum stage. So that's what it, what was your most fierce struggle? It's a good question. I would say it changes all the time. I think it's just the fear of the unknown, right? It's the fear of looking like you might be a failure to people that you maybe look up to. Maybe it's I told my father years ago I was going to start my own photography business and thought he was going to think I was unsuccessful if I didn't make it work. I made it work. But it's just maybe letting down, the people around me that are counting on me. Like, those are the things I think that I would struggle with the most. Now that I've had some success and I've had some failures, I know that it's going to be okay if I fail or if I succeed in that thing. Because I'm always learning through that process. Someone just asked too, how many were successful out of the 1K? The 1K fast track, we did it for 5 weeks, and out of that 5 weeks, we did over $15,000 in revenue amongst all 50. And out of those 50, there was probably 30 to 35 that actually sold stuff. So over 60%. Someone else just asked another question. Just weighed myself today, 50 pounds lost, hoping to start selling really soon. Awesome job. That's awesome news. I love that. Dom Sugar, 30 plus. Awesome. See, I love this. I love this because when you're getting your... I had a call come in. I should have put it in airplane mode or something. You guys still there? Tap up if you're there. Tap it up. Tap it up. Yeah, there you go. You guys were there. Sorry about that. What type of photography did we do? We did family photography, portraiture. So basically we... we did a lot of newborns, infants. We would do, children. We would do seniors, high school seniors. Got a Fitbit after you talked about it. Going to get my 10,000 steps. That's awesome too. There's my Fitbit. Today we're at just about 5,000 steps. I usually have more than that. Yeah. Okay, 30 plus sold. Okay, Dom's talking about the 1K fast track. Dom's actually the instructor in there. Dom Sugar. Pedal to the metal. Is LegalZoom a good resource to start an LLC? Yeah. So anyway, I can't believe my wife hasn't come out yet. That's so funny because I thought she would have been quicker and I would have been kicking you guys off. But she's not here yet, which is kind of funny. It's gonna be funny when she rolls up. When she does roll up, I'll let you say hi. But then we gotta get rolling. We're supposed to be picking up my daughter here pretty soon. I can't find a product to sell, searching for 4 months now. Maybe your criteria is a little too strict. It's kind of like finding that girlfriend and you looked all over the place and you can't find one. Maybe you're too picky. I don't know. Dom, 4,121 steps. Yeah, I think sometimes people get a little bit too picky. I say launch something with 50 units, 100 units. I've done a lot of episodes on that. I know myself and Dom Sugar and Chris, we have an open brand together, and we have some products in there that have recently launched, and one of them has no reviews. Found that one just by keeping our eyes open, and it's, I don't know, Dom, can you put in there in the comments how many per day of that one unit? I think we ran out of inventory too, twice. What was it before it ran out of inventory? Let's put that in there maybe. Yeah, I mean, again, guys, like, I can sit here and go, oh man, I've been doing this. If you've been doing that for 4 months and you haven't found something, then I would do retail arbitrage. That's what I would do. I heard nice girls and products in China. Not sure what you mean there, Dom. Trying to be funny? Is that it? You're trying to be funny again. I would do retail arbitrage, to be honest with you. If you are struggling for 4 months to find a product, you got to do retail arbitrage. I'd say go over to 1K Fast Track, check that out. This is a little pitch, I guess. I have an issue with not being able to spot if something is a trend or really worth going after. The way that you figure that out is you look at the numbers, like we've talked about. You look at the trends and all that stuff in Google Trends. But from there, a lot of times it's gut. You just got to go after it. Don't buy 1,000 units. Just test it out with 50 units or 100 units. Even if you pay more. Like, a lot of people think like, oh, but I'm going to pay more. I might not make any money on it. Who cares about making money? We want to validate. So even if you bought something for $8 and you sell it for $16 and it doesn't make a profit right now, you validated that it works. But you know that when you start to sell it and you get to buy more units, you can get that price down to $4 and you can still sell it for $16 or $20. Now it starts to make more sense. So you just have to think about it that way. But again, I'm all about, like, let's just get something there. Like, we've got another brand that we're working with, we're partnering with. We got 3 products in pre-production right now. There's always that fear of, oh my gosh, is it going to work? I don't know. Now we've purchased 500 units per, and we're going to test it with 500 units. Now, when we order 1,000 or 5,000 units, it's going to cost less. We're going to make a little bit less right now, and I'm okay with that. I sold my 2 samples pretty fast, ordering 100. That's awesome. That's exactly what you want to do. You sold your 2 samples. Like, how awesome is that? That's pretty cool. Let's see. How do you go about having something custom made? You talk to your factory, and a lot of times they'll do a custom mold for you. That's going to be more pricey. If you're going to start going down that path, I'd be careful. I would start with something that you can literally just make a couple of tweaks to, and then sell it without having to go down the customization, because you're going to spend between probably $2,500 and as much as $20,000 for a mold, or mold cost. I'm still waiting for my wife here. This is crazy. Where is she? Well, she's still got time. She must have found something in there. Or maybe the lines are long. Just had my first PL sale earlier this month. Took twice as long, but it was worth it. Awesome job. Awesome job. That's really cool. But yeah, I would say to anyone, actually episode 312, if you guys didn't listen to episode 312, listen to that one. It's literally, it's a weekend challenge for you to make $500 or more. Because what you can do is you can take the stuff that you already currently have and then sell it on eBay and then start making money. Oh, here comes my wife. You ready? You ready? Come on in. Come on in. I told you she was taking a little while here. All right, so I guess we officially are going to end. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hello. He's supposed to be resting his eyes.
Yeah, I was supposed to be because I had a little bit of a headache, but it's feeling better now. I needed to come hang out with some peeps. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap this up now that my wife is finally here, and I was waiting in Target, and I did tell her I was gonna rest my head because my head was hurting, but it's feeling better now. So I think the aspirin or the ibuprofen is better. Dom says hi.
Hey, Dom. I'll tell him I said hi.
So, all right, we are going to wrap this up. We'll see you guys. Product research. We are doing a workshop tonight. So if you guys want to hang out with us, we'll be there at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. And that can be found at theamazingseller.com/workshop. And we will be there. And I will be up late again tonight, probably till about midnight, because we do a lot of Q&A there as well. So if you want to come hang out with us, would love to hang out with you. Share this up, tap it up, let everyone know about this scope if you think it was valuable, and we'll see you guys soon. And tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow we will be doing a TAS Power Hour at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and Dom will be there as well. All right, guys, so take care, and as always, take action. We'll see you later.